my name is Angel. I'm here with the Santa Fe Film Festival, and today I have with me two lovely guests. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Sure, Tomas Sanchez.
Brian Bernstein.
Well, it's a true story. It's based on the life of Sister Blandina, who came to New Mexico in the 1800s and actually built the cathedral
Right down the street?
down the street, and schools and hospitals. She stood up for immigrant children, especially Native Americans. It's a true story, and it's anyone who has any history here in New Mexico should know this story. It's a great, powerful, strong female character who came out here and stood up to Billy the Kid, Geronimo, and a lot of other outlaws.
And so how long did it take you to do research for this film? Since it's
7 years.
7 years, wow. And so for 7 years you guys have had this idea to make this film.
Yes, we've been working
on it for 7 years.
Yeah, we originally shot a pilot for it, and right before COVID, and we had some people that were interested in, but then COVID hit and almost the whole industry wiped out, and so we didn't know really what to do with it. But Brian and I kept plugging along. A lot of my crew kept calling me, going, "Hey," I would run into them on other shows like Better Call Saul or working on other shows, and they'd say, "Hey, what happened to that story?" Brian and I would talk in LA. And
Tomas would not let it die. I mean, we just
Passion project.
kept pushing this rock. The story was so it's one of those scripts that you're blessed in this industry.
For everyone who hasn't seen it, how would you describe your film in one word?
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful soundtrack too. We have some beautiful talent from New Mexico, young kids, as well as some veteran actors that you'll see. And we brought a couple from LA because they just love the story and were willing to come work with us. I had a very talented cinematographer right here who shoots some of the biggest TV shows and movies in Hollywood. And for him to be my friend, first of all, I'm honored, but him and I have been making films and projects in New Mexico we've been working together probably 10 years now. So we find New Mexico a good place to work. It's our home away from home.
I wish you would have given me the heads up for the one word, but because Tomas, who always has my back, went first, I'm going to say inspirational.
Inspirational.
Here's a girl who was 22 years old in the 1800s, who was, given the task of all by herself going to the Western Territories. And I mean, this is a true story of a 22-year-old girl who left her family and all the comforts of Cincinnati and came out to the Wild West. Here's a story that I don't care who you are. I'm a practicing Jew. This story, the lead actress is supposed to be portraying a Catholic nun.
Oh.
And I am in love with this. I mean, it doesn't matter what you believe or who you believe in. This is an American story. And it's one that I'm proud that we're able to tell.
She helped build St. Joseph's Hospital in Albuquerque, and all of me and my brothers were all born there.
Okay.
And then also in Trinidad, she started public school #1. And my father is named after Trinidad. My dad's name is Trinidad.
She lived to be 91 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she never stopped working. For doing for others.
Yes.
I mean, it's just such a selfless, story that.
And she had run-ins with Billy the Kid, which are documented. And the biggest thing of all that we were honored, and it wasn't that way when we found the story, but she's been canonized, or she's going to be canonized. She's already up for canonization as a saint, and will be the first American saint, and from New Mexico was the state that put her up for that. And that happened after we had found the story and the diary. It kind of all happened at the same time, so it was kind of a blessing, and also good timing on our part.
Now, I also have to say that not only is the story beautiful, Tomas found the perfect local actress to portray this amazing person. Alma, who steals your heart. Blows you away.
Yeah, up and coming talent in this state, and we looked at 100 actresses from all over, because it needed to be a certain one. And you know, I had worked with her before on another film, The Lost Pueblo, which there's showing too, and she had a smaller part, but I always thought she had something. But when we auditioned her here, she just blew away. You know, and it was like that on a lot of the actors from New Mexico. You know, I don't know if people know, but there's a lot of very talented actors that if they just got a shot, you know, they did it. And in our film, we gave some of them opportunity, and they stood out. Frederick Lopez is another just amazing actor that's here. Luce Rains. Alma Cisneros. I mean, the kids, Micah Salazar. I mean, there's another up-and-coming actress, Layla Grace. But you know, like I said, I mean, I just love the fact about you know, the opportunity that I was given as a kid growing up in New Mexico. I was introduced to the business, and if it wasn't here in New Mexico, I probably wouldn't have ever went to LA. I mean, well, I wasn't in my cards to be a stunt guy, you know, and or an actor or whatever, or even film. I didn't even know all these jobs existed. So because New Mexico has this film community here, and I see more and more people giving me an opportunity, I am in this project is a derivative of 20 years of filmmaking in New Mexico to give a guy like me an opportunity and a great crew and a great story to do this. I mean, I'm just truly blessed, and I want to thank every filmmaker or a crew member, craft service to Teamster that I've ever been around in the state. They do an incredible job here, and they're passionate, and if they weren't here, I wouldn't be here. If back in the day they didn't make a film community here, if there was no film, I wouldn't have this opportunity. I'd probably be, I don't know, cutting wood, or, you know, just be, you know, who knows what kind of job I would have.
And now you know why everyone will crawl through glass for you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, this is cool. I mean, we've had a great time. It's unbelievable what you guys do for all the filmmakers, all the cool stuff that we've gotten, and there's great films here. Can't wait to see some of the other ones.